Hello, everybody. This is Jesus and Me Forever. I wanted to kind of give everybody an update. We've had Terry at the hospital twice this week, and the doctor said it's like an infectious colonitis. And then it's like, so he's not been feeling very good this week. And we've kept quite busy. I'm still working on getting into school. The kids have been doing real good. They'd had a tent up for a while and played with the tent and took it down over the last couple of months. And we'd only had it up twice this year, maybe 3-4 times last year. Well, by the time we took it down, it had already split. It had literally shredded on the fiberglass. And so I called the company and I said, look, you guys had said you'd work with me last year and get me a new tent. I said, this was brand new. We hadn't even had it a month before it was breaking down. And they said, well, we're willing to work with you, so they sent us out some poles and they told me they'd send me a new one. Well, with everything that went on between Terry and Jonathan and I last year, I just totally forgot about it. And when we put the tent up this year, the first time we took it down, it already had some issues. Just a little, the end of one had split. So we're like, okay, that's not good. And I wrote to him and hadn't heard back. The following week we put it up. I'm like, I'll just tape it and we'll work with it. And it was a temporary fix. I knew that, but it worked. But while it was up that second time, like I said, the pole literally, it's fiberglass, literally broke in half, and literally was how do I even explain this? It was cut in half, and the pole was down the middle. It was like kind of like having that finger like that. It was just split in half, and then the other pole sitting on top of it. So, and then not only that, but there's a little casing because it was over one of the side doors, and it had literally split the casing in half from one side to the other. So I called up the company. I called them this time instead of just writing, and I said, look, you guys had said you would work with me and you'd get me a new tent. I said, because that one was brand new, and within the first week or so, it was broken. I said, so I need to know what's going on. What can we do? Because I said, right now, the tent is shredded. I said, it's in pieces. And I said, I sent you the pictures. And the guy's like, well, let me look at this. And so he took a look at the pictures and he goes, oh my goodness. He said, we will send you out a new tent immediately. And he got it set up and we've got a new tent. So we're very happy about that. Well, during this last week, the first part of the week, we walked out of the trailer and we're stepping down and one of the boards broke on the trailer or on the porch. It's a big long porch. We walk out 2 days later, another one breaks. Sarah yesterday walks out and the whole middle is just broken down. And then today, we had Taylor come over and Alison Malay come over with kids. They cleaned all of that out from underneath there, along with my kids and Anthony and Christina. Sorry, we've got a train coming through, so it'll get loud here for just a moment, and I'll try and finish, so please forgive me. But they got all of this stuff out here from underneath. Most of this stuff was underneath the porch. They pulled all that out, cleaned the trees. There was actual trees growing. They literally cut the trees out. You can see the trees down there, right there. And we'll have to clean this up now. My younger kids can clean this stuff up, and we'll get my those are what's left of my glass jars that I've been using, that I got blessed with. But it's like they fixed that whole porch. There's the train. So sorry. This guy's actually nice in comparison to a lot of them. Some of them will lay on one side of the town and lay on that horn and go all the way through, but this guy was pretty nice. But they came in, they put in a board here to kind of help stabilize the steps, and they went in underneath and stabilized all that under there. This is now, before I could sit here and push on these and they would be going up and down. And now, I mean, you can see I'm pushing. I can go and jump on it and it'll move a little bit, but not like it did. So thank you, Allison. Thank you, Taylor. We so appreciate your help. Thank you, Anthony. You came over and helped us. Thank you, Christina, because, you know, I know without all of your help, and a big shout out, even my husband came out and worked on this. So I am so thankful for all that they did, because I was worried about leaving here and going to my mother's for a couple of days and not being able to, my husband not being able to even walk out the front door because of it. But with their help, they got it done in about 2 hours, and it's now a good sturdy deck again, so we're not going to have to worry about it. I'm thinking about putting a plywood on top of that so that it'll last a little bit longer. I had already been thinking about that, and Taylor suggested it too, and I'm like, I like that idea, so we may just go ahead and do that, but we're not going to do it today. We had some other plans. They've been kind of put on hold for a little bit, but I think we're still going to follow through and do them. But right now we're just taking one step at a time, one day at a time. So I think that's about all I can think of right now. And that's our update for this week. And you guys, thank you guys for listening to this and for taking time to comment. I know I haven't been real faithful with putting these out, but I do appreciate it. And God is still blessing. I mean, I cannot stress that enough. Are we able to take care of all the doctor bills? You know, that's in His hands. He's brought us to this. He will see us through this. But we're just, like I said, we're taking one step at a time, and we'll just, you know, school starts in another week. So we've got that to look forward to, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, y'all have a great week, and I will see you probably in another week. God bless y'all, and see y'all later. Bye-bye.